Welcome, Tailgate Legends, to another Victory Tuesday. Packers got a big win over the Bears. Got a little lucky. All the Bears needed was one more pitch. That's all they needed. Almost shit my pants, but we pulled it off. Packers got a huge win. Got the Vikings Monday Night Football next week. We'll see. We got to win out. I feel like that's the only way we're going to keep the number 2 seed in a bye week. Got to beat the Vikings, and then got to win week 17 as well. Obviously, I got to win in fantasy football. So, got a great video for you. I'm going to keep it kind of short. We don't have too many games to go over. Just going to run through last week's matchups, last week's games, and then going to go through next week's matchups, and there's only a few of them, so let's get started. So first, I'm going to start with my matchup. I played Greasers. I thought it was going to be really close. My team ended up having a really good week. Put up 173. I fucking should have had high score. I went to put in Zane Gonzalez. I was at work, which fucks me because I work second shift. So the fucking Thursday night games, I take a break at 6, but then you know how it is at work. Motherfuckers are coming up and talking to me and fucking, they want to, ask questions and shit, and I have to because I'm their boss. And so I wanted to get Zane Gonzalez in. I'm like, no, I just want to get Zane Gonzalez in. And it was like fucking 7:15. I'm like, oh shit. Go to put in fucking Zane Gonzalez. Too late. If I would have put in Zane Gonzalez, I would have had high score by 1 point. But doesn't matter. Cost me $10, whatever. So I did end up beating Greasers. Greasers only put up 109. I put up 173. Again, you put up 109, probably not going to win. Yeah, he just wasn't a good week for him, and shit happens. It sucks. I've been there. Nothing you can really do about it. Just fucking put out your best lineup and hope for the best. That's all you can really do. And then the other matchup in the winner's bracket was Evan Shearer against Weiler, and Evan with the big win here. 136, 114. Again, you put up 114 right now, probably not going to win. Evan is quietly having a very good year. He has a very good team, a very deep team. The last 2 weeks, he's put up 151 and 136. Yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup. We'll get into the matchup later, but again, like I said, Weiler, I predicted that Lamar Jackson was going to put up a 50-burger, and he did. And I predicted that you were still not going to put up that many points, and you were going to lose to Evan, which also happened because Evan's team is really good, and Weiler's team isn't very good. Not that it's not good, because it is a good team. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not a good team. I'm saying you're not top-heavy. You're top-heavy at quarterback. You have Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. That's great. You can only start one of them. After that, you have some guys that can put up big weeks, but they don't put up big weeks on a regular basis. I think thus far you have 2,030 points on the year. There are 3 teams that have put up more points than you. So, like I said, you have a good team. I don't know if it's a great team. It got you pretty far though. So you're playing for third place. It's a good consolation prize. Get your money back, if you can beat Greasers. So, Evan, face me, championship, baby. Let's go. Okay, so in the Turd Bowl, we had Ricky 2000 against Cheeseheads with Attitude. Roofer wiped the floor with Landon. 171, 108. Derek, you got a really good team. Landon, you don't. That's it. On the other side, we had Fat Bottom Girlies against Mr. Fist. Again, this was also a rout. 167, 101. This whole playoffs, there has not really been a good game yet. They've all been blowouts for the most part. I mean, they've all been blowouts. Um, so, so for the number one pick, we're going to have Ricky 2000 against Fat Bottom Girlies. Should be a really good matchup. Going to be fun to watch. And then for the third overall pick, we have Landon facing off against Gar, Mr. Fist, for the third and fourth overall picks. Okay, so those were last week's matchups. So I don't really have anything else. I might do another video after this week, just a little recap. I don't know. I do know that once the week is over, so I have off the next, after this week, I have off the next 12 days starting on Saturday. So I will have time. So I will probably get the rosters updated. Yeah, and just kind of get things going. So so you're able to just see. We'll get the end of the year's schedule, our party scheduled. Yeah, get that scheduled right away. February, March, somewhere in there. I think last year we did it in April. Maybe it was March. It was pretty late though. And then again, just keep feeding me suggestions for rule changes. You know, we're not trying to do anything wild. But, you know, if you see a rule, if you see something that just doesn't seem right or it seems like it could be better, just let me know. You know, we'll talk through it and just kind of see what the best course of action is. Yeah, so get me all that stuff if you want. Like I said, I'll get the rosters updated in the next couple weeks. So, all right, so let's get into this week's matchups. There's really only two that are important. Well, there's four, I guess. A lot of money on the line. A lot of money on the line right now. So I'm going to start with Ricky 2000 against Fat Bottom Girlies. This is for the number one overall pick. This is and in my opinion, this is a loaded draft class. I am really excited. I think there's really good running backs, really good receivers, and really good quarterbacks in this draft. I'm excited to have 3 first-rounders. If anybody, I still have a good team. If anybody is looking to trade picks for players, let me know. I still have a lot, you know, after I update my rosters, I'm going to have a lot of good talent on my team still. So I know there's quite a few of you guys out there that would rather have the player than the pick. Let me know, all right? Okay, so we have Ricky 2000 against Fat Bottom Girlies. This is a really fun matchup. You have Deshaun Watson against Drew Brees. Deshaun Watson plays the Buccaneers. They are 30th against the pass. And then you have Drew Brees against the Titans. Titans are 25th against the pass. And it's Drew Brees, so it doesn't really matter what the fuck you are against the pass because Drew Brees is probably going to tear you up anyway. So, like I said at the beginning of the year, I really, really like Roofer's running backs. That continues to be true today. You know, you got Chris Carson against the Cardinals. You got Mark Ingram against the Browns. And then you got Josh Jacobs against the Chargers. None of those teams are that good against the run. So I expect his running backs to have a pretty good day. And then on the other side, you have Todd Gurley against the Niners. Don't like that. A.J. Brown. God, I fucking said it. I fucking said it at the beginning of the year. A.J. Brown is probably the best receiver in the class. I said he was the best receiver in the class. I don't think there's any doubt in anybody's mind. He is the best receiver in this class. Maybe not in the best situation, although Ryan Tannehill is playing really well. I don't know how long that can last, but either way, A.J. Brown has the Saints. You got to think Marshawn Lattimore is going to be on him most of the game, so I don't really love that. And then you got Darius Slayton, and I don't know if this is his lineup. It probably is. Darius Slayton has the Redskins, and Darius Slayton's been playing really good. And then Golden Tate against the Redskins. Michael Thomas, monster. And then on the other side, Christian Kirk and DJ Moore. I know I'm kind of flip-flopping here, but Yeah, just kind of looking at the matchups. I think I'm going to take Roofer. I think I'm going to take Roofer in this one. If Roofer wins this for the first time in the league, we will have back-to-back. A team will have back-to-back number one overall picks. So this year, obviously, he had Josh Jacobs. Next year, he'll get somebody just as good. Probably. Yeah, so I'm going to take Roofer in that one. Yeah. But it's going to be close. And I think both teams get into the 140, 150 realm, somewhere in there. Somebody might get into one. I don't know if either one can get to the 160 mark. We'll see, though. Okay, so next up we have Greasers against Weiler. This is for third place. This is for $100 to get your money back. That's why third place is such a big deal. I've got third place like 3 times in this fucking league. This is my first time actually in the championship. Greasers, Weiler, for third place, get your money back. And I think I am going to go, the one fucking thing about Weiler's team is you're starting 3 Chargers, Austin Eckler, Melvin Gordon, and Keenan Allen. I barely like starting Zeke and Amari Cooper. I barely like doing that. And you got fucking 3 of these motherfuckers. So you got Le'Veon. So the Greasers has Carson Wentz against the Cowboys. Who knows how that could go, because Carson Wentz has nobody to fucking throw to. And then on the other side, you have Lamar Jackson against the Browns. And remember, the Ravens got fucking destroyed by the Browns earlier this year. I think Lamar Jackson comes back, gets revenge. Lamar Jackson will put up another 40 burger. So besides that, for the Greasers, you have James Conner might play against the Jets. Then you have Leonard Fournette against the Falcons, but the Falcons have been playing pretty good. Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill has not had that good of a year. I know he missed a few games, but it just feels like he just a little more inconsistent this year. And then DeAndre Hopkins. God, DeAndre Hopkins he's had probably the quietest 1,000-yard season ever. He has 99 receptions. It is week 16, 99 catches for 1,142 yards and 7 touchdowns. Hell of a year, and this is a down year for him. This is a down year. There's still 2 weeks left. He's going to end up with 13, maybe 1,400 yards, probably 1,300 yards, 110 fucking catches, and 8 or 9 touchdowns. Fuck, great year. I am going to go Weiler here, though. God, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if Greasers won, though. I'm going to go Weiler. All right. And then for the third overall pick, you have Mr. Fist against Cheeseheads with Attitude. I'm going Mr. Fist here. I think he's got a better team. The only thing is, with Chris Godwin maybe out, Mike Evans probably out, Ronald Jones might get a lot of work here. So Ronald Jones, he could end up with 20, 30 points if they work him. They're playing the Texans, so the Texans defense isn't that good right now. Yeah, fuck, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll go Landon. Dude, you got Matt Ryan against the Jaguars, and Jaguars defense is not that great. And then on the other side, you got Baker fucking Mayfield, who sucks, and he's playing the Ravens. I'm going Landon, actually. I changed my mind. Odell and Baker Mayfield are going against the Ravens. Nope, I just don't like it. Don't like it at all. I'm going Landon. Landon, you will end up with the third overall pick, sir. Okay, last but not least, me, Kaiser Soze against Evan Shearer. Here we go. I'm going to break down both rosters. I'll start with me. I got Russ. Russ against the Cardinals. I like that matchup. Comfortable with it. Ezekiel Elliott against the Eagles. And the Eagles' run D is pretty good. However, it's a divisional game, but I think it's in Philly. Yeah, it's in Philly. So I don't love that. But it's Zeke. You know, you're going to get what you're going to get. And then I have Joe Mixon in Miami against the Dolphins. So I like that. The Dolphins are not very good against the run. And you know what? Joe Mixon, he's had a down year, very down year. He's still at 925 yards. He has 6 total touchdowns since week 8. I mean, since week 8, he has 19 points, 24 points, 21 points, 9 points, 17 points, 35 points, 22 points. He's quietly had like a really good year after he started like dog shit. 1 point, 4 points, 9 points, 4 points, 7 points. Started the year like dog shit. Stuck with him. I'm really happy that I did. I fucking started him. I have started Joe Mixon every single week except for one. And his bye week, obviously. So his bye week, and then he played the Ravens. I did not start him. I have started Joe Mixon every single fucking week. I can't even believe that I stuck with him. Yeah. And then we got Amari Cooper against the Eagles. Eagles' pass defense sucks. We'll see what happens with that, but you never know. And then Cooper Kupp at Niners, so I'm not happy about that. It's a tough matchup. I don't expect Cooper Kupp to have all that much in production. If he can just maybe get me a garbage touchdown, something like that, just get me 15 points. Cooper, get me 15 points, please. And then right now I have Terry McLaurin in. Last week I was back and forth between Terry McLaurin and Sterling Shepard. Last minute I put in Terry McLaurin. It wouldn't have made a difference, but as soon as Terry McLaurin went off that 75-yard touchdown, I was at Pete's garage. I'm like, fuck yeah. It was at that moment I was like, damn, dude, I might fucking win here. So right now I'm going with Terry McLaurin against the Giants. I really like the matchup. Conversely, I could go Sterling Shepard against the Redskins. I don't know. We'll see. And then also, I could put both in and bench Cooper Kupp. I mean, Sterling Shepard and Terry McLaurin both have great matchups. Cooper Kupp is obviously the best receiver of the three. However, his matchup sucks. So, we'll see. And then I got Mark Andrews, Justin Tucker. They're playing the Browns. And then the Patriots defense against the Bills. And this is where my team is like so underrated, because you're looking at Russ, Zeke, Mixon, Cooper, all these guys, and it's the Patriots fucking defense that has been killing everybody. That's how I've been putting up all my points. The fucking Patriots defense have put up so many fucking points this year. So they got the Bills, don't have like a super high powered offense. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay. On the other side, we have Evan. Right now, he's got Jameis Winston in. He has not set his lineup yet. So everything I'm about to say is just speculation. Jameis Winston against the Texans. Now, he also has Chris Godwin in here. Chris Godwin might not play because of a hamstring injury. On the other side, Mike Evans probably won't play either for me. And I also have Kerryon Johnson coming back. So maybe I bench Cooper Kupp, put in Kerryon Johnson, roll with 3 running backs. I don't know. But anyway, Jameis Winston is without Mike Evans and might be without Chris Godwin now. Maybe you just don't play Jameis Winston against the Texans. I don't know. You have Derek Carr as your other option against the Chargers. I don't know what you do there. Jameis Winston has been a fantasy football stud, so it's tough to say. Then you got Dalvin Cook, who also got hurt, has a shoulder injury. If he plays, obviously you have to play him. What sucks here, Dalvin Cook, I am sure, is going to be a game-time decision. You do not have his backup. He plays Monday Night Football, so you're going to have to make this decision on Sunday. Do you take the risk? Who does Minnesota play? Minnesota plays play the Packers. You do not have any other Packers. I don't think you have any other. Okay, well, you do have Adam Thielen. So in theory, you could switch out Dalvin Cook for Adam Thielen, but you're going to have to play you're going to have to play David Montgomery for sure. Yep, and then, I don't know, but with Chris Godwin out, I think you're going to have to start Adam Thielen no matter what anyway. Calvin Ridley's hurt. Yeah, you've had a few injuries the last few weeks. But you also have James White. But again, if Dalvin Cook doesn't play. So you're kind of in a predicament, Evan. You got David Montgomery, who's been playing okay. Julian Edelman, you have to start. Travis Kelce and George Kittle. It feels like you kind of have to start 2 tight ends. Also, by the way, I've given you a little bit of shit for starting 2 tight ends all year. It got you to the championship game. Good job. You kind of proved me wrong there. You have probably the 2 best tight ends in the NFL. Nice job, man. And then you got Josh Lambo and the Ravens D against the Browns. Ravens D might put up more points than the fucking Patriots D. They might, because Baker Mayfield sucks so fucking bad. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a really tough matchup. I'm going with me. I like my matchups. I think you have some good matchups too. You got a really good team. It's going to be a really close game, I think. I feel like both teams are going to get into the 140, 150 area. One of us, we both might get to the 160 realm. We'll see. Your team is really good. I like my team. I like your team. Championship bout here. Yeah, that's all I got. So, really good year. Really happy with it. Had a lot of fun. I did a video every single week. Part of that reason was because I didn't want to jinx my undefeated season, which Weiler, you fucked up. But no, it's been a fun year. So, hopefully I come back with another video next week with a recap. We'll see how the week goes. But yeah, again, thanks everybody for everything that you've done. And yeah, I'll see you next time.